Om Shanti. Today Baba is talking about this legend in India, and there is this belief that there is some lake called Mansarovar, and it is believed that anybody who takes a dip in that Mansarovar changes into an angel. And Baba says that this knowledge is Mansarovar. And Baba says that if you take a dip in this knowledge, now who takes a dip in knowledge? The soul. So Baba says, if you, the soul, take a dip in Baba's knowledge, and you allow the knowledge to cleanse you, then you change into an angel. And you know, in Islam, there is this belief that angels are created from jewels. So again, you know, if you look at that also, then Baba says, knowledge is called jewels, and the more you adorn yourself with these jewels of knowledge, the more everything about you becomes angelic. And do you understand that when you are in an angel consciousness, when you have allowed knowledge to enter every aspect of yourself, you know, your consciousness, your attitude, your vision, you have allowed Baba's Midas touch to color every aspect of you, then what you become is an angel. And when that angel, and it is kind of like you have allowed every organ of you, whether the subtle organs or the physical organs, to be adorned by these ornaments of knowledge. So your vision, your attitude, your consciousness, or your drishti, your hearing, everything becomes angelic. And Baba uses these very beautiful metaphors to take us to that experience, the angelic experience. And in the Murli today, Baba also talks about Indra and Indra Sabha. So, you know, in India, again, there is this belief that Indra is the rain of knowledge. Indra is the god of rain, it's said, you know, the deity of rain. And then Baba says, that's the rain of knowledge. And again, Baba is the Indra, and Baba says, this is my Sabha. And the legend says that in Indra Sabha, only angels are allowed. So Baba says, when you come to the Indra Sabha, that is to a gathering where Baba sits, so you know that until some time back, Baba used to descend into the body of Gulzar Dadiji, and we used to go to Mount Abu, and there used to be this congregation where Bab Dada, Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba used to descend into the body of Gulzar Dadiji, and children used to meet Baba. And Baba said, that's Indra Sabha. So that's where the souls and the Supreme Soul are meeting, and that's where Indra is sitting. Indra is the rain of knowledge. And everybody who enters that Indra Sabha can only enter if they are an angel. And, and Baba says that no human can enter that Sabha. Now, what is the difference between a human and an angel? The basic difference is purity. So Baba says, and if you look at the knowledge is asking us to be pure. And Baba says nobody who is impure is allowed to enter that Indra Sabha. And then Baba says that that Sabha belongs to angels. It is a Sabha of angels. And then Baba also says that if there is this story in the scriptures that once an angel had some attachment with a human, and then what she did is she said she came up with a plan, and she told that human that since you are interested in entering that sabha or that congregation of angels, what you do is you can do it in a deceitful manner. So that angel told the human that I will convert you to a fly. So makhi, okay. I'll convert you to a fly, and then you can enter that Indra Sabha and see what's going on inside that. And then when the fly entered that assembly, then everybody started smelling, the presence of the fly, because again, what's the difference between pure and impure? It's the vibration. So that's also depicted there, that very soon everybody got to receive the vibration that somebody with a human frequency has entered the sabha. And then the angel who had done this got punished. So Baba also says that whenever we go to Madhuban, to Mount Abu, to that sabha of angels, we should be very careful to take care of our purity. And Baba says if we are practicing pure food, pure lifestyle, then we would be able to benefit from that assembly and take something back with us. And again, if we are not observing any purity, then instead of earning a spiritual income, what we'll earn is a spiritual debt. Yes, because we will be spoiling the vibration there. And Baba also talks about sitting in an introverted state in this congregation of souls who are, trying to remember Baba and practice knowledge. So whenever you sit in this group, it is recommended that you pay very good attention to your introverted state. Now, what is an introverted state? When you're not thinking about your friends and relatives, and you're not thinking about the world out there. Your thoughts are limited to thinking about yourself, your purity, your virtues, your powers, and thinking about Baba. So that's an introverted state. So why is this called an introverted state? Let's understand that also. You see, this face has eyes, nose, ears, mouth, everything. All the main organs are in the face. Now, in Hindi, this introverted state is called antarmukhi, which means you go within from the face. This face is called the mukh. So, mukh se antar, which is go beyond the face. That is called the introverted state in Hindi. So sometimes, when you translate things, it requires an explanation. So when you say antarmukhi, it means you detach from the face, you go inwards from the face. Now the face has all these organs, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth. So Baba says, just detach your awareness from these sense organs. And these sense organs are your contact point with the world out there. So Baba says, just detach your awareness from these sense organs. And when you do that, you detach your awareness from the external world, and then you go within. And whenever you sit here, like right now, all of us who are sitting here are supposed to sit in that awareness of being connected with our spiritual self and with Baba. And Baba says, whenever you sit in this gathering, it is recommended and it is imperative that you sit within this state. What if you don't? Then just think about a physical practice. Okay, just think about 30 dancers dancing on the stage. Okay, it's a choreography where 30 dancers have to match their steps with each other. Now, what if one dancer just starts jumping here and there instead of, participating in that choreographed dance? What happens? So it's not that one dancer is just jumping up and down and not playing his part, but that one dancer is also distracting the others and doing something to the atmosphere which is not very conducive to that well choreographed dance. Yes, so now just like we understand this thing happening physically, so in a spiritual practice also, when there is a gathering and one soul is very extroverted, thinking about friends, family and other stuff, then that soul is also spoiling the atmosphere just like that one dancer. And the other souls are also feeling distracted even though they can't see that soul jumping up and down. But that's similar effect that would happen to souls around them. Now, Baba is giving this spiritual practice a very interesting name today. Baba calls this a drill. Have you done a drill in school? So in schools we have drills, right? So they ask you to just position your hands and legs in some or the other posture and stay in that posture for some time. Yes, so they would ask you to spread your arms and then stay in that position for 30 seconds and then move your arms upwards and then just stay in that position for 30 seconds. So that's a drill. Now Baba says, what you are doing here is also a drill. Yes, but this drill is done not with the body, it's done with the intellect. So what you do is you position your intellect in a certain attitude or in a certain awareness and hold that for some time. Okay, hold your intellect in that position of attitude or awareness for some time. And just like a physical drill is supposed to build physical resilience, a spiritual drill is supposed to build spiritual resilience. And let me read out what Baba is saying. It's very interesting. Baba says, what is the speciality of the spiritual drill of you children that human beings cannot have? So Baba says, your spiritual drill is of the intellect. And it is very interesting that Baba teaches us to do this drill with the intellect. So what we do in yoga or meditation is, we position our intellect. So you know what, we have understood what this intellect does. So this intellect is a very interesting machine. So you can just plug out your intellect and focus on anything external, or you can just pull it within and focus on the internal world. So what you do is, just like, this is your hand has a muscle, so you can extend it outwards, you can pull it inwards. So this intellect also is a spiritual muscle, and you can just plug it outside and think about something going on, miles away from you, or you can just plug it inside. You can, just like you pull your hand, you can pull your intellect, take it within, and just look at yourself sitting behind the eyes. Or you can take it to the beyond, to where Baba lives in the soul world. So this is how, and sometimes when you have not used every muscle of your body, you're not aware how flexible your muscles are. And then you get a trainer and they tell you, or they train you into the knowledge of how flexible every muscle of your body is and what you can do with your body. And similarly, Baba also tells us that this intellectual muscle, the muscle of the buddhi, you can just use it to pull your awareness inside and take it to the beyond. Take it to the golden age. And then Baba teaches us this spiritual drill. And this is a drill that nobody teaches you in the whole world. And there was, I will tell you one incident. There was this brother, he was some 70 years of age when he came to the center. And he was a retired chief engineer, so he was a very intellectual person, so to say. And then we gave him the course. I gave him the course, and then I taught him what Baba asked us to do, and I told him to just pull his attention inwards and see himself as a peaceful soul, a star of light sitting behind the eyes. And I kept training him, talking to him, explaining to him for 1 year. And then he said, I don't know what you're asking me to do. Do I have to chant? Do I have to breathe? Do I have to exercise? And finally, after a year, I gave up on him. And I said, I don't know, Baba doesn't give up on anybody, but I as a human being have failed. And I don't know how to actually explain it to you. I've used all the methods that I know of, but it is very interesting that this spiritual drill, this drill of the intellect, is something that some people just don't get, even if you teach them, hard enough. Even if you try hard enough, they don't get it. And Baba says it's such a simple thing, just like you are plugging out your attention all the time. You're thinking about your friends, your family. Now you see, you are mostly thinking about things that are not visible to you through this eye. Yes? Things that are not happening in your immediate surroundings. You're thinking of them. Then what are you doing? You're just anchoring your buddhi to that object or that event. Yes, you have this muscle and you are extending it up to that person or that situation. So Baba says, just like you can do that, just pull that muscle inside and see yourself as this star of light sitting behind the eyes, and take it to the beyond, to the soul world, where it is a world of light, and you have Baba, the ocean of love, sitting there and welcoming you with his arms of love, the arms of light. So Baba says this is how you use your buddhi to have this drill. And what I have understood about these drills being done in the physical world is there are two ways to do a drill in the physical world. So one is you do them slowly, which is you kind of wait in one physical position for some time before you change to the next position. And the other one is you do it really fast. Yes, and these are two ways, and it is said that when you do the drill in these two different ways, then they give you two different kinds of benefit. Yes, and Baba also says you can do this drill, this spiritual drill, in two ways. You can do it very slowly, waiting in one position, one attitude for some time. And then the other thing is you can do it really fast. And when Baba talks about the Swadershan Chakra, so he talks about positioning your intellect in 5 different forms. So the first form is you, the soul, in the soul world, like a seed. So just see yourself, do it right now, yes? Just see yourself sitting in the soul world, in that world of peace, like a seed that is full and complete and has everything that one needs, and there is no need to seek or find. You are complete, full and satisfied in that seed stage. So that's one position you position yourself in spiritually. And then the second position is you see yourself as a deity in the world called heaven. In the golden age, you are a deity, and just look at your state of perfection inside and the state of perfection on the outside, created by a perfect state of these 5 elements of matter. So you are loveful, you're peaceful, you're pure, you're very powerful inside, and then your body is also completely, perfect. There is no dearth of beauty or health or resilience, or there is no dearth of energy. And then the world around you is heaven. It is perfect. It is beautiful. It is colorful. It has all the colors you can ever conceive of. It has everything. It has breeze. It has warmth. It has beauty. It has fragrance. It has pure vibrations. Everything around you is perfect. And then you come to the third stage, where you position yourself as the deity to which every soul in need is running to. And you're sitting inside the temple with a smile on your face and a position of the hand as a giver. And you are sitting in a detached and loving state. And every soul who is coming to you empty is leaving your door in fullness, because your fullness is affecting them and helping them come to their fullness. So that's your worship-worthy stage. And then you see yourself as a perfect Brahmin, the child of Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba, sitting on this lotus throne. So you are in this world, but you're completely detached from the rubbish of this world, and your clothes are white, and your stage is that of purity. And here you are living in this world, but with the power of Baba's knowledge and remembrance, you're completely detached, and you don't operate like everybody else is operating, you are operating as a complete giver. So this stage is that of a Brahmin stage. And then you are an angel who is light in its internal stage, and an angel that is able to fly, that is no obstacle looks great to that angel. You feel like you are just surfing through life, and everything around you that could be an obstacle doesn't bother you, because you have the wings of knowledge and yoga which help you to just fly over that problem. And then you are able to touch other people's lives and make their lives easier. So with your connection, whenever you are present in a certain environment, that environment becomes light and powerful, and other souls and situations around you are able to get better, and souls are able to heal themselves in your presence. So that's your angelic state. So do you understand now how you do that drill? So you position yourself mentally in different spiritual consciousness and attitudes, one at a time. And when you do this slowly, then what you are doing in this process is you are absorbing the virtues and powers that are latent in each of these stages. And when you do it fast, then you're building a stage where you're able to shift your consciousness and attitude really fast. And when you are in the midst of situations, you will need both of these things. You will need a stage which is full of virtues and powers, and you will also need this capacity to shift your attitude from one position to the other really fast. Yes, so Baba says these are the practices that you have to do internally, and this is the drill. And then Baba says that your spiritual drill is of the intellect. And then there is another aspect of the drill that Baba underlines, which is its speciality is that you become lovers and remember your beloved. This is referred to in the Gita as Man Manabhav. So what is Man Manabhav? When we explain this word called Man Manabhav, we usually say Man Manabhav means orient your mind towards me. So you just take your mind to Baba, that's Man Manabhav. But Baba is giving us a very good explanation today. Baba says, with your intellect, what you do is you position yourself as the lover and Baba as the beloved. And when you are the lover and Baba is the beloved, you are always in remembrance of your beloved. And Baba says that is Man Manabhav. And Baba in Hindi says something very nice. He says, Mohabbat mein mehnat nahi hoti. So when you remember Baba as your beloved and you position yourself as the lover, then connecting your mind to Baba doesn't involve any effort. It happens very smoothly and organically. So Baba says this is one speciality of the drill. So when you are performing this drill of buddhi, what you can do is just see yourself, position yourself as the lover who has been looking out for Baba for 2500 years. And you have been running to mosques and churches and temples and everywhere to look for that one. And you are that lover of 2500 years. And now you have the beloved in front of you. So you just maintain that intoxication, that I am that lover who had been long looking for my beloved, and now I have my beloved. So I just sit with my beloved. And Baba says this is the position of Man Manabhav. And Baba says, however, people don't know their beloved, the Supreme Soul, so how could they perform this drill? So because they didn't know, they couldn't recognize, so they couldn't perform this drill. They just kept looking for the beloved. And people in the world teach one another how to perform physical drill because they don't know how to perform this spiritual drill where you position your intellect and then exercise your intellect. Okay? Now, do you all understand the spiritual drill and are you able to do it? So do you understand that your intellect is capable of taking different positions of consciousness and taking different positions of attitudes and taking different positions of perception? Do you understand that? How many of you do? Yes? No? So, okay. Now let's understand this. When we say taking a position of consciousness with your buddhi, what it means is you, in your buddhi, in your awareness, you understand that I am a soul. Okay? So you understand that you are always in awareness of something. Like when you say, I am a mother, or I am a doctor, or I am a teacher, yes, or I am a caretaker, whatever. When you are saying this I am dash within yourself, that's like taking a position of consciousness. Okay? And just like when you take a physical position, so if you bend your back, okay, then there is some aspect of your body, some muscle of your body which is getting used up more, right? The back muscles are getting used up more because you have bent forward. That's how it works. Similarly, when you say, I am a teacher, then your aspect, that aspect of your personality which is associated with teaching and learning and memorizing will be activated more. Yes? Now when you say, I am a soul, then the aspect of your personality which is peaceful, which is giving, which is pure, which is loveful, will be exercised more. Okay, so when you position yourself differently, then if you position yourself differently with respect to the body, then some part of your physical muscles are used up more. Similarly, when you position yourself in a different consciousness with your buddhi, then certain aspects of your personality are emerged more. Yes? Now, have you seen that sometimes you meet someone and then you are with their family and then you really like that person and you are showering praises of that person and you say, oh, this person is so generous and so helpful and so nice. And then their family members just look at you like you have spoken some big lie and then say, we have never seen this generous and helpful side of this person. Yes, so every person, every soul has so many aspects to their personality. Do you understand that? And how you feel with a certain person may not be how others feel with him or her. Yes? And you yourself are very different with different people. You are very different with your mother, you're very different with your father, you're very different when you're with your friends. So, what is it that unlocks that aspect of your personality? It's your consciousness of who you are. Yes, so when you say, I am a friend, then a different aspect of you gets emerged. When you say, I'm a daughter or a son, a different aspect of you gets emerged. So it all depends on who you are at that point of time. And Baba is training us to operate from this position that I am a soul. And yesterday in the Manthan, I was explaining that you know how you feel when you say, I am a doctor or a teacher or an engineer or a mother or a father or a son or a daughter. But do you know how it feels to say, I am a soul? So then this is why Baba is giving us all this education that a soul is pure, peaceful, loveful, blissful, powerful. So when you allow your consciousness to hold this position that I'm a soul, then you have also trained yourself to feel how you feel as a soul. So as a soul, you are peaceful, pure, loveful. So whenever you say, I'm a soul, then it would open the door to this whole spectrum of feelings of being peaceful, pure, powerful, loveful, blissful, and knowledgeful. And when you say Baba, then it opens the door to feeling nurtured and protected and provided and sustained and, belonging to that ocean. So Baba is giving us all this. Now, did you know how it feels to be a mother or father before a certain number of years? No, you didn't know that. So, when you had a child, you told yourself, I'm a mother and mothers are supposed to feel like this and fathers are supposed to feel like this. So, you are conditioned and the whole world conditions you into how being a mother or a father feels like. Yes, so there's this whole vibration, there is this information around you which is coming in gross ways and subtle ways. So all this information creates that conditioning and opens that lock inside you which knows, that part of you which knows how a mother or a father feels like. So Baba says, similarly, you know how being a soul feels like and you know how belonging to Baba feels like. But now you've forgotten in this journey of 5,000 years. So I'm again re-educating you into it. And then when you get it, and then when you just position yourself, okay, I'm not any of the roles that I think I am, I'm just a soul. Then you start feeling how you feel like when you are a soul. So you can just be a soul and feel like a soul whenever you want. Or you can just feel like the lover who is with the beloved who's providing everything, the emotional, the subtle, everything that the lover needs. And you can be in this manabhav stage. So Baba says, this is the drill of the intellect that I am teaching you, and nobody else on earth knows this. So they only teach physical drills, whether they teach breathing or they teach exercising or yoga, it's the same thing. They're all physical drills, but I'm the only one who teaches you this intellectual drill. So now do you get something about this intellectual drill? Okay, even if you were not clear, and this is a journey, and things that are not clear today will become clearer tomorrow. But of course, every day Baba is giving us something, and that's adding to our knowledge and our experience of what it feels like to be a soul and what it feels like to be Baba's child. Okay, Om Shanti.